Well, a romantic evening is certainly not complete without a classy bottle of wine and maybe a little something sweet to go with it.
And that is why Laurie Forster, the wine coach, is here today to show us how to choose the perfect wine and food pairings for Valentine's Day. Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
I love being with you guys.
Good to see you.
All right, Valentine's Day. You can set the stage easily. I just took a rose with an upside-down wine glass and a candle on top.
Oh, my
Great
goodness.
idea,
For
Laurie.
ambiance. You
What
don't
a
have to
great
spend a lot,
idea.
right?
Oh,
But
my.
while you're enjoying those beautiful candles and roses, the first I have here is Ayala champagne. It's a rosé champagne. Now, rosé champagne is fast becoming a really hot segment of the market. 2.9 million bottles of rosé champagne came into the U.S. last year, so it's hot right now.
Why do people like it so much?
You know, it's really got the best of the crispness of a white champagne, but more flavor of a red wine, because you're actually, half of this is red grapes. The other half is Chardonnay.
Wow.
So you've got a little bit more fruit, a little bit more power. Feel free to take a sip.
So we know if you're saying it's champagne, it's got to be from France.
It's got to be from the Champagne region of France, although I have two other bubblies that are great too. But this is a brut. It's a dry style, but still lots of strawberry fruit.
Do you like that, Kelly?
Citrus,
That's good.
crispness. This can go great with any cheeses, prosciutto. This is something you can easily put together. And you know what? If you want to get romantic on Valentine's night, you don't want to be weighed down with a lot of food. Because
No.
if you're stuffed, yeah, it's not going to be a great Valentine's night. So something like this is very light and tasty. A woman-made champagne, which you don't see in Champagne, France. There aren't a lot of female winemakers, so I
Oh,
love that about
interesting.
Ayala.
We're happy to hear that as
Wow.
I love how it's very cold. I love that you chilled it, and it's like at the
Yes.
perfect temperature. So
40
it really
degrees,
is
perfect temperature. A little bit chillier than white wine.
This is so if somebody who likes something dry.
Yep,
that would be-
$50, so it's
Ooh, a little
definitely for
pricey.
you and your sweetie, not a big party. Then in the middle here, a little bit more affordable, $15.
Oh, you can't beat that.
Ah.
This is called Secco from Hillinger in Austria. Leo Hillinger is gorgeous, and he runs this winery. Everybody in Austria is gorgeous. And this is made in Prosecco style, a little bit fruitier, a little bit more sweetness than you got on the palate here. And you guys know I have a lovely chef at home. So Chef Forster, my husband Michael, made us these chocolate-covered
how
strawberries.
great is that?
Perfect pairing for the Secco. The little sweetness makes it a better pairing
I
for
like
the
this
sweet
one. This
food.
one is definitely sweeter. What do you think, Kelly?
It's
Oh,
fun.
much better.
yeah.
I prefer this one.
I do
Yeah,
too.
it's really fun, and if you like Prosecco, again, it's a rosé. It's Pinot Noir is the grape, but $15, everybody can afford this, right?
You know, if I had tasted this first, I would have thought it was really dry. But having
Yeah.
had the really dry
Side
one
by
first
side.
and then the Prosecco, you can
It's
notice
not
the difference.
sweet,
It's not a
but
sweet
just a
wine at
little
all.
touch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
just
a
not
little
like
touch.
super
Really
dry.
good with the chocolate.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Don't
Oh,
forget
wow.
your wine sandwich. Sip the Secco, bite the strawberry, go back, and it's going to taste drier after the strawberry than it did in the beginning.
And that's more fun to do with your
It
honey,
is,
right?
with your sweetheart. You can feed each other if you want to. And then for those who really like the sweet wines, and there are so many people out there that do, for real dessert, I brought something called Dolce Stilnovo. It means sweet new one in Italian. It's made in the Piedmont region of Italy, up in the northwest. It's a blend of grapes, but think of it as a red Moscato. Now, Moscato is taking the wine world by storm, but it's
thank you.
white and fizzy and sweet. But this one's red. It's made from a couple grapes called Frisia, Malvasia, and Moscato Nero, so red Moscato. So it is a dessert wine. So take a little sip. You're going to see fizzy and
You're
sweet.
going to like this.
Yeah, it's delicious. Think of it as raspberry champagne, if you will.
Wow.
And I'm pairing that
That
with...
is very sweet.
I know.
I like it,
But
though. Very
wine
nice.
sandwich, remember, the sweeter the food, the sweeter the wine to pair. You have a little piece here of what's called the Love Bar from Great Bean.
What?
That's this
A Love
chocolate.
Bar.
Who doesn't need a Love Bar? And it's full of aphrodisiacs, including cinnamon and yohimbe and maca root, that encourage stimulation and blood flow. So this is great for your very romantic Valentine's night, and it's delicious. 81% cacao. dark chocolate.
Oh my goodness.
Is it delicious?
What's the crunchy thing in there?
The crunchy is just the chocolate nibs. And this I got at a store called Ma Petite Shoe in Baltimore. They sell shoes and chocolate, ladies.
Oh,
guys, if you want to get something, what do we love more?
Mon Petit Choux, isn't that Brussels sprout? My little cabbage? Brussels sprout. That's what it is.
And then I also just love this from Joe Martin, Brooklyn. It's a cherub, spicy dark chocolate cherub. Beautiful. Really the great pairing. If you do the wine sandwich and go back to the Dolce, you're going to notice it tastes drier with the chocolate than it did on the first sip.
No, I have to tell you, I had some sweet wine at home when I was having cheese with it. And I thought that was a really nice pairing, but you're saying go with the cheese with the drier one.
Well, you know what? You could also do the Secco with the cheese as well.
You could?
Absolutely. Especially the sweeter the wine, do the more pungent, like blue cheese with the sweeter wine is going to be really good. And at HeCooksSheWines.com, my husband made a video showing the guys how to make their sweetie chocolate-covered strawberries. It's really easy.
Make it for us. We love that.
We
right?
Hard to imagine, but we love
Now
it.
that feels like Valentine's Day. Laurie Forster is the wine coach, so check her out online. Good to see you, Laurie.
Good to see you.
Laurie.
Thank you.